Hello, Libra. Hope you are well. I thought I'd jump on today and I would do the first 10 days of September's energy and see what's going on with y'all and see how everything's going. I pulled out a few cards of my fairy card deck, the Fairy Oracle, and I got 4 cards here and they speak volumes. I love how they speak to me because they really do. Okay, so I have a feeling that things are changing around you. You have like a lot of movement around you. Things are changing, like your scenery's changing. It's like you have that everyday hustle, that everyday routine that keeps on going, but it's like you're moving this routine somewhere else. It's like you're having to pick up, and maybe you're moving, okay? Maybe that, or you're moving, I don't know, energy, something like that's happening. You're moving direction for sure. So I feel like you're learning. You're learning to gracefully accept that things are changing around you. It's like you're having your emotions are starting to balance within you. And that's great. She is of the waters. She is mutable. She's changeable. She's seeing things for how they really are and what she needs to do to focus on the future. You also have heat of this fiery sword here. And this is a singer energy. This is an energy of great will, great strength, great power. You know, when we get the singer energy and the Fairy Oracle, it makes all the other cards pretty hyphened, and it makes things, they're a little more potent than they normally would be on its own. This heat of the fiery sword is your willpower and your strength that you are finding within to take care of this movement that's going on, to take care of your emotions, and you're finding a place where you can nurture yourself. And it's called for you, the fairies are saying that it is time for you to find that place where you can love yourself and you can nurture yourself when there's no one else around you that can do that. When there's no one else that understands you, and no one else that outwardly shows you, in 3D, the physical, that, that nurturing motherly energy. When nobody else can, you're learning that you can. Okay, I got the 4 and the 14. 4 is foundation. You're finding foundation within yourself. Oh, and I love that. That's great. And then on the bottom right here, we have the maiden. The maiden, she's like that youthful energy within us. She brings beautiful blessings to our new beginnings. Whenever she shows up into a reading, and if you're facing something new, the maiden says, this will be blessed. This new journey that you were creating, this new journey that you were embracing, it is going to be blessed. It is going to be of your highest good. This is like a soul journey. Look at her little face. She's always been my favorite. She's so sweet and innocent. It's like whatever this is that you're putting energy now into, it's approved. It's approved by the angels because you have the most purest card in the whole deck. And they say that they have your back 100%. If you need help with healing, call on these angels. They will help you heal. In any of any of it. Look at yourself within. See where you have grown. She's also about growth, So look and see where you have grown. Put that focus there. Rise that vibration up. Be grateful for that growth that you've had in the past. Be grateful for where you have came from and where you sit today. It is a lot further and it's a lot higher up than where you were sitting, say, 10 years ago. You know, your wisdom is a lot more. You're listening to your intuition more. You know, you've been through a lot more than you were, and especially in the last 10 years. Last 10 years, if you haven't grown, something wrong, because we have been through it. We have been through it. Everybody on a collective state has been through it. Okay? So you're building your foundation and you're getting there. You're mutable now. You're able to conform in ways that you never were able to conform in. Because that will and that strength, it's so potent. It's so potent that it's gonna burst the bonds that were no longer that are no longer meant for us. It's gonna burst these bonds right in half. Like, it's gonna make way for something new. So whatever you were holding on to in the past, and whatever, you know, that was keeping you up at night, and that was making you, you know, in your feelings and your emotions, that's ending. You're coming into that strength. He of the fiery sword is that strength, that sword that's going to help you move into battle. You know? Because you're moving something. You're moving towards something, and it's taking a lot of strength. Man, that was nice. I kind of want to end it there. Let's see. Let's get these cards, and we're going to pull some more and get some ideas of what's going on here. All right. Let's get a few cards for what's going on in Libra's life. So they're moving on to a new adventure, right? It's like we got the devil here, so you might be cutting out the devil or something. You're cutting out something that you've obsessed over, something that's no longer serving you, because now you're coming into that place of balance, that place of you're taking a leap of faith. Coming into that place of strength. You're not looking back in the past anymore. Yeah, you already know that was deceptive. Something in it, it might not have been like, you could be making some kind of strategy too. You're like, I'm going to take a leap of faith forward. I'm not looking backwards, because you see this Princess of Swords is in reverse, and the Fool and the Seven of Swords, they're looking this way. You know, they're looking a different way. So you're like, I'm not going there. I'm getting a strategy, and I'm getting myself out of this. You've been in your head about it. You've been holding on to it a very long time. Whatever this is, it's been a very long time. He of the fiery sword. Let's get this energy. He of the fiery sword. Yeah, you're building your ultimate achievement. Look at this. If we go from the devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Princess of Swords, and just moving right into stability. Right in, we're building our ultimate achievement, our happiness. We're building love. We're building unity. We're building just foundation. And this is what your will is doing. This is what your strength's doing. This is where you're pulling this like a rabbit. You're pulling out of your hat. And it is creating this. It is manifesting this. really nice. We've got balance here, and why would we not? Y'all are Libras. Y'all like to balance the scales out. And then he had second chance on the bottom. I feel like that second chance on the bottom is you giving yourself a second chance. You were like, I'm in this toxic situation before. I'm moving out of that into stability, into happiness, into love, unity, and I'm getting out of this Five of Swords energy where I'm not on the same page as this anymore. You see that clearly. You're just not on the same page of it anymore. You're ready. Two of Cups. You're ready for this to come together. You're ready for this to unite, like I've been saying. Evolve. We got the 10 of Cups and then 2 of Cups. That's the 8 of Cups. You're ready to walk into a solid ground. What's the Maiden? Yeah, 4 of Torches. Foundation. Like I said, with this 4 and this 1-4, that's foundation. That's making a sturdy new beginning. Finding your peace, and this is 4 4s, y'all. 4, 14, 4. 3 4s. I feel like you're blocking chaos. Yeah. You're like, you know what? The universe wants me to be happy. It wants me to do what my soul mission is. It doesn't want me in this dark night of the soul all the time in total chaos. Just, you know, always blocking things. Having all these blocks all the time. Not being able to do what I really want. I really just want to let go. Let the universe guide me into my contentment, into my peace and happiness and stability, you know. And the Maiden's here and she's saying, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to guide you into something more better, something more pure, something we can grow. Because right now you're not growing, not with this devil over here. You're not growing with nothing, you know. It's like a stunt of growth. And this side, look at these beautiful cards and look at this. I just can't even explain how yucky these cards are. You got the Knight and the 7 of Torches. The 5 of Swords and the Princess of Swords reverse. Okay? These are all yucky cards. 7 of Swords. The Devil. Okay, this is what you're waking up to. This is what you're seeing at face value. You're seeing that you don't want this anymore. You don't want this thing that you're not on the same page for, and that's what you have already saw that. You have clarified that already, because you have clarified what you do want. The universe, the 4 of Torches, the Sun, the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the 10 of Cups. And look, the Emperor, stability. This is love, stability, enlightenment, happiness, joy, contentment. This is all of what everybody has ever wanted. And it's even proved by the universe. For you to move into this energy, it is approved by the universe. And the universe says, yes, I'm going to help you. The Maiden says, it is time. It is time for my Libras to be happy. It is time for my Libras to take the leap of faith. And yes, it has. It's been in your readings for a while. It's time for you to cut a path off and start a new one. Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Because, I mean, there's two sides to this story. One side is very yucky and the other is like bliss. Yeah, you're gonna lay down those torches. This is gonna happen the first 10 days of September, okay? You're gonna lay these burdens down. 5 of torches in reverse. They're gonna be laid down. You're gonna come into your emotional stability, your own happiness, your own intuition of what you need to do to make this decision. Look, a Libra's gonna make a decision, y'all. They're gonna go forward with it, and they're gonna conquer this. It is all in your best interest. You have visions. You have passion. And you're learning. That's really nice. And look. Ace of Wands, the Hermit. The Ace of Wands is a new start. It's like wise new start. The Hermit is wisdom. The Hermit is soul contract. This is a new start into a soul contract of some sort. It's going to cause celebration. You might be like, you might have friends around. There might be community around. I feel like whenever you do this, whenever you come into this new beginning, and you know all of these anxieties and all of this stuff that you didn't want in the past, and that was with this other situation, it's like you're going to come into emotional mastery with that, and you're going to accept yourself, and you're going to accept your situation and your story, and you're going to move forward, and you're going to say, I went through that, and I learned a lot from it, and you know what? I'm a better person for it. I'm a lot more stable in my emotions. I'm a lot more stable in my life. It happened for a reason, and I'm grateful for it. I really feel that. I'm grateful because I'm now moving out of troubled waters into something more calmer and something more soul fulfilling. Something's more personal, more on my level, not on other people's level. This isn't something that just you stumble, This isn't something that somebody else wanted for you. This is something that you want, that you're moving into. The decision that you're making is something that you want only. No one else's. No one else can sway your goals. And that's really nice, because I'm going to pull some of these. That's nice because it's so hard for us to get out of other people's conditions, It's hard for us to live on our own conditions, on our own time, whenever there's so many people around that's pulling us left and right. Let's get a couple cards for Libra. Libra, what's going on with Libra? Okay, so this could be like a cycle that you've been in, going in circles, repeating cycles, and you're not making any progress in it. You haven't been making progress in it. It's like a loop that's just constantly going. It makes you angry. You get resentful. It's like an unhealthy attachment. And you couldn't have a boundary in this. Like, you couldn't have a healthy a healthy boundary. I feel like there was jealousy or something in here, because I don't know, something caused an ending. Some of you, for a small portion of you, it was divorce. You just weren't on the same page. It was like this person was constantly jealous of you, or jealous of the situation. I don't know. They had attachment of some sort that was unhealthy. They refused to change. They just didn't. They didn't want to change. They acted like they were single to people, and this made you very angry. And you're standing your ground now. You're not in self-delusion anymore, and that's nice. And that's for a small part of you. Small. We could just say that you have put new boundaries up to people that are not healthy anymore. And this is people that you go in circles with, like all the time. I feel like there's like one path that you feel like that's solid and you want to go. Yeah, I said that earlier. You were accepting your... Look at this. I said you were accepting your story, and you got the knowing the path. Accepting your story and aligning with your purpose. That's exactly what you're doing. You're like, you know what? I have one path here that I'm ready to go down. I feel love and supported down this path. It's solid foundation. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. I have been healing from past traumas just to get down this path and be happy and loving and have balance and have commitment and have stability. Because I know it. I know that's the right track for me. So you see a future with this. And you're attracting. You're saying, I'm not playing no games anymore. This is... You're going to end communication with this person because you feel like that they're not serious and they play games and they play tricks. They're a total opposite from you. It's a bad relationship. It's a karmic cycle. And they kind of feel like this with you too. They feel like that you're kind of karmic as well. And you're total opposite. Keep hope for whatever this other thing is that's coming up, because it's a lot more promising. Yeah, cut out what's no longer serving you. Cut out what's no longer, what makes you depressed and what makes your heart close. Learn a lesson from this. This is a lesson. And you know that. You know that. Okay, what's going to go for Libra whenever they leave this? What's going to happen whenever they walk away? What's next? Soulmate, off top. Friend, romantic partner, compatibility. You're going to find someone else. And Libra, I already feel like for some of you, you've already left this. talking. Somebody's talking about, I feel like you're going to leave this and it's going to change you into a new person. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this has transformed my life. I feel like you have been trapped in this. This has been a karmic loop that you've been in. If it was a relationship, it might have just been like a lust level. Because we did have the devil in the beginning. Oh, and look, players on the bottom. They might want reconciliation. You might not. Okay, so I feel like whenever you leave this, they're gonna want reconciliation. Like this person or this situation is gonna want to come back around, but you're gonna be like, no. This is gonna change you. You're gonna transform. Okay, somebody is gonna see you transform whenever you leave this person. And an offer is going to come in of some sort. And they're going to be questioning, is this love? And you might take the risk and you might get people talking. Because if you go from one relationship to another, there might be a little bit of gossip. Oh, did you know such and such left blah 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 to go to blah 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 at work or whatever, you know? Did you know that they left Walmart to go to Target? It's gonna be something like that. Maybe that's why you haven't left. Maybe that's why you felt trapped. It's because people would talk. But just know, if you leave this situation, you will be forever changed for the better. We've got abundance. Also, this can have something to do with your financial well-being. I've got finances 3 times in this reading. So I definitely would say that this could be a change of jobs where you were, you know, not appreciated at one job. You could possibly be appreciated somewhere else. Someone is going to make an offer to you. They got engagement, but that could be an offer of any kind, a promise. This is going to be worth your troubles. If there's any type of troubles, it will be worth it. Ooh, work on growing. If you run away from this situation and not leave it, okay, if you stay in this situation, the divine is going to come and intervene, and it's only a matter of time. This situation that you're in is no longer serving you. It is no longer a contract for you. It's time to walk away. It don't matter if you're in the spotlight or not. It's going to be even more in the spotlight if you don't choose to leave this. People are going to get to gossiping. Because the divine's going to intervene. If you run from this situation and you stay in it, and you say, oh, I'm going to stay in this uncomfortable, comfortable situation, I promise you, the divine is going to intervene. And they're going to crash it. And and it's okay though, because they're going to clean it up. They're going to clean up your mess. It's going to be messy if they do it. But they'll clean it up, and then you'll still be able to go on your merry way onto another chapter. Remember, we were breaking through the bonds that were unhealthy for us. That was the universe saying, you need to break through this bond. It's no longer serving you. We need to find balance within ourselves. Can you get message for Libra? Closing out message for Libra, please. For the next 10 days. Forgiveness, obstacles. There's something here that's not healed, that needs to be healed before you move forward. It's bringing blocks, okay? It could be a mindset. If we live in a mindset of fear, I say this often, if we live in a mindset of fear, that is a block. If we live in a mindset of stress, anxiety, any of those negative things that, where's it at? I don't see it. These burdens, here it is. Any of these sleepless nights that we have, all of these sleepless nights and these burdens and these things that, just replay in our head over and over and over and over again, it's creating a block. It's creating a block to where we cannot move forward. We cannot face the things that we need to face because we're constantly in that looping thought process of what ifs. Do not ever ask yourself, what if? Okay, Libra? No what ifs. That is what makes you block. That's your number one block. Is what, as soon as you say what if, because then the universe is going to say, well, you don't have confidence. You don't know what. Because when I talk to the universe, I say it is. I confirm it. I don't ask what if. Because that leaves it open for the universe to decide for us. We have to decide for ourselves, right? And that's how powerful energy is. When we speak, it is a spell. That's why it's called spelling words. When we speak, when we think, our vibrations are moving, and we are creating as we speak and as we think, because it's our vibration. So think about that. Whenever you're creating your future, don't question it. Demand it. It is yours to be demanded. It's your future. You choose it. You create every moment of your life. Okay? Create it for the better. Don't create it for what ifs. Don't question it. Don't be indecisive. No. Write it down. That's another thing that the fairies said. Write down what you want. When you write down things, that's whenever it's going to come to your forefront. And that's when you're going to see what it actually is for. You know, what it actually is. It's no longer, you're not having a mask whenever you're reading it like that. everything is unfolding in divine timing. Trust. And that's the last card I'm taking. Give yourself a second chance. You're going to find balance. You're going to find balance. There's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of things staying the same. Your daily duties are going to stay the same while your whole life seems like it's changing, okay? So that's a lot to take in. So find balance. Sit. Center. Balance. Ground. Go outside. Sit in nature for a little while and ground. I tell you what, if there is I know this sounds silly, but let me tell you, this is the best thing you could ever do. If there's a rainstorm and it's not lightning and stuff, and it's a reasonable storm to go in, not scary, go outside and sit in it. Just sit there for a little while in the rain. Imagine the rain washing your indecisiveness away. Imagine the rain washing your doubts, your fears, your anxieties. Imagine that washing away as the rain purifies you and brings you into a new, better, beautiful, look at this, the lovers, the sun, the universe. This is beautiful energy. This is enlightenment. This is yes. This is the universe saying yes. It's coming together. New beginnings. Out of troubled waters. Into stability. Building yourself. Into your joy and your happiness. Create happiness now. Don't worry about this chaos, these trials and tribulations. They're no longer serving you. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Now you're walking into something a lot better, and you can trust in the universe that it's going to take you somewhere that's beautiful. Somewhere you can be very, very happy. Don't worry about what other people say either. Okay? Okay, Libra. This is all I got for this evening. Okay, that was a lot, so let's take a deep breath, okay? And exhale. Alright. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I love the feedback. Okay? Have a good night. Love and light. Bye-bye.